About those second drafts, you can't simply toss in changes and let it ride. When you work on a second/third draft, you will see things that need to be added to the plot or the character development or even the tone of the work. That's great. It's expected. But don't simply think you can slot in an addition into your work in progress and forget it. A paragraph here, a sentence there, a name change, very dangerous. Let me explain. But first, hello and welcome back to my writing journey. Thanks for watching and coming along for the ride. I'm Ellen Byerrum, author of The Crime of Fashion Mysteries and my latest Art Deco mystery, starting with the award-winning Crooked Tales for Two, and I'm currently working on Book 2, Draft 2, These Crooked Things. And I just want to share a few things I keep learning. I also pen the occasional play, short story, and children's tale. I make videos on writing matters, advice and information, and the occasional gossip for entertainment purposes. So please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So, second draft changes. Right now, you know so much more about your story because you don't really know your story until you finish the first draft. And changes always ripple through the book. It requires things to be smoothed out or even deleted before you finish the last line in the book. For example, I once read a mystery about a psychic, and I cannot remember the title, I'm sorry. However, in the book, a character died, and I'll call him Mike. A few pages later, Mike showed up at a funeral. I was thinking, maybe it was a psychic thing, and once only the psychic could see him. Maybe Mike was an angel now. But no, nothing was said, nothing indicated that this was anything but a mistake. But why didn't the copy editor find it? Perhaps he or she was just as confused about it as I was, or possibly bored and just let Mike go to the funeral even though he was dead. I read those pages several times over to see what was happening, but no, Mike was dead, and then Mike went to the funeral, not wearing wings. Remember, this is a mystery and not science fiction. It should have been an enjoyable read, but it ruined it for me. All I could think of was that this must have been an artifact from a previous draft. And just FYI, I have no idea what else the book was about. We don't want that to happen to our books and confuse the reader into throwing our wonderful work across the room. So I urge myself to make the needed changes. It will strengthen your book and make it more coherent and cohesive. New characters or dialogue can take it deeper and simply better. It will help you straighten out your plot. When you finish your second draft changes, I recommend reading it aloud by yourself, unless you have a partner to do it for you. I read my drafts myself in all the various voices of all the characters. It helps you find those plot holes and also make you aware of old unnecessary artifacts that may have sneaked in. Maybe it's that the character had blue eyes and you've changed them to brown. Don't make your readers wonder if they're wearing colored contact lenses now. They will go back and find examples and hunt down your mistakes. And then they won't trust the big things that may all be correct. I know people, writers, who listen to their draft being read using the AI function in some programs. After working on plays and with actors for so many years, I couldn't possibly listen to that awful AI voice, which I find too distracting, not to mention morally objectionable. In my last video, I did give an update on AI book thieves and writers' disclaimers on copyright pages. AI is not going away anytime soon. I was curious whether traditional publishers have been putting notices in their books. So we took a trip to our big box bookstore, opened books, and read through a bunch of the copyright pages. The answer is yes. A number of publishers are putting in AI notices, disclaimers on the copyright pages that they are not to be used to train AI programs. But I haven't seen any that are there before 2024. It seems now that publishers are aware of this clear and present danger. In the past, traditional publishers have sent takedown notices to piracy sites if their authors' books show up on them. However, I am no longer with a traditional publisher, so I can't say what they are doing now. Concerns over artificial intelligence are not going away. In a June 27 LitHub article, a large group of authors published a letter to traditional publishers to stand with writers and commit to a series of requests. I believe there were about 7. I'm including 3 here. Not to openly or secretly publish books that were written using the AI tools that were stolen from their authors. Not to invent authors to promote AI-generated books or allow human authors to use pseudonyms to publish AI-generated books that were built on the stolen work of our authors. And finally, to only hire human audiobook narrators rather than narrators generated by AI tools that were built on stolen voices. This all makes me wonder, is the day coming when we will have to advertise our books, whether traditionally or independently published, as written by a human being and not a machine? I'm ready to do that. And by the way, don't steal my voice or my image. And as Liam Neeson says, we will hunt you down. That's all I have for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.